Hey guys, it has been a fat minute since I did a update. Um, I don't know what made me decide that I wanted to make this video, but I figured that I should probably do an update at least for myself, for something to look back on. So if any of you guys follow me on Instagram, I would say you've probably seen the updates of my complications with top surgery. Back in, I think it was March 2014, I had my first initial top surgery with Dr. Cameron Bauman in Vancouver, British Columbia. Everything went smoothly. My results were fantastic. But unfortunately, I was very impatient and I removed the steri strips from my nipples and ended up stretching my areolas and causing quite a lot of scarring around the areola itself. I probably left it about a year, and I was humming and hawing, trying to figure out if I wanted to do a tattoo or get a revision and so forth. And ultimately, I figured it would be more cost effective and easier to get a revision. So I contacted my surgeon and decided I was going to go ahead with a revision in 2015 in June. So I booked that up. The morning of the surgery, I had a feeling that I shouldn't go ahead with it, and ultimately should have listened to my inner self, because basically I went in for my revision. Everything again went smoothly. At about 2 weeks post-op, my revision, my right side, I felt a lot of pressure, felt like it wanted to explode. So I removed the tape as it was very sore, and basically exactly did that, exploded. And then what happened was basically a little hole opened up, and that was the first part of my complications. At the time, my doctor wasn't in town, so I had to wait a couple of days and see an emergency doctor here in Victoria, and they were not able to help me. I ended up going in for a second revision for him to fix the hole, and that then failed and got even worse. It was quite a traumatic process. I didn't have anybody to help me with the dressings and all of the things that I had to do with the hole. I had to pack it, I had to sterilize it at the same time I was still working. Very stressful time. I then obviously was keeping in contact with Dr. Bauman in Vancouver. He said that what we would do is we would have a fourth surgery, and this time we would go back under general anesthetic, as the first two revisions were under local, and basically start fresh, go deeper, make sure everything was done properly, tidy everything back up, and start fresh. Again, fourth surgery went well. Thank you to a good friend of mine for coming over with me for that surgery and seeing me through it. About 10 days post-op on that surgery, I noticed that another little hole had popped open. This time it was very, very, very tiny, but obviously that stressed me out, thinking, oh my god, this is happening again. What was happening basically was, when you get periareola surgery, they put a Gore-Tex stitch on the inside of your body, which basically holds the areola shape forever, and they put a dissolvable stitch on the outside, which obviously dissolves once the areola has healed. What was happening was my body was so fed up of surgery that it was pushing those Gore-Tex stitches out, and causing holes to open up for the stitch to come out. And then what I was doing was I was putting polysporin on it, and the skin would grow over, and it was just a vicious cycle that was going round and around. So eventually I saw Dr. Chris Taylor here in Victoria, and very, very, very painfully removed those Gore-Tex stitches. from my chest. With that being said, because I no longer had Gore-Tex stitches holding my areolas its shape, he did mention that the size of my areola could stretch out. That has happened, unfortunately. So I am now left with a larger areola than I originally obviously planned on having. I will show you my chest right now. So as you can see, the left side here kind of stretches down a little bit back from the side. Right now they're a little bit hard, so they're not as big as they are when they're soft. And this side, I do have a little bit of sort of, you can't really see it in this light, but a little bit of pinching here. I mean, all in all, I'm not unhappy. I'm learning to love it. I still toy with the idea of getting a chest piece. My girlfriend does not want me to get a chest piece. I just started my new sleeve, which is pretty sick. It's really hard to obviously show you on here. I had some really brutal lesbian stars that I got covered up, which is pretty dope. And I will continue to do the top of my arm. I don't think I will do a chest piece because I don't want to just do a chest piece to cover up my chest when I should be proud of what I have and what I've been through. So just working on loving myself in that retrospect. I'm a little puffed out because I just finished working out. That's probably why my face is a little red too. While I'm here, I'll do a little bit of an update on my changes. The last time I did a video, I think I was about 2 years on testosterone. Maybe 2 years and 4 months. I am currently 4 years and August, September, October, November, December, 4 years and 5 months on testosterone, and will be 4.5 years in January. I guess the major changes, and a lot of guys say this, is between years 4 and 5. Guys that haven't seen a ton of fat redistribution actually start to see it in years between years 4 and 5. So I'm hoping that the hip fat that I do have around my love handles does kind of distribute a little bit more. I should be getting my hysterectomy here in the next 3 to 6 months. I'm first on the waiting list as soon as an opportunity comes up. So that I'm hoping that will help as well. Some guys have said that body hair grows after hysterectomy, fat redistributes, but I guess it just depends on when you get that surgery. So major changes would be obviously facial hair. It kind of grows in all along my cheek now. I shaved it probably down to a 0, like completely gone about less than 3 weeks ago, and this is what's going back in so far. I have a little bit missing here, but as it grows in, it kind of covers itself, and it grows in a little thinner here. There's hair there, it's just a little bit blonder, and obviously you can see I have a pretty solid mustache and chin, and it all grows in down here because you can kind of see the shadow. It's just itchy as fuck, and I don't like it on my chin. So I am starting to get chest hair now. You can kind of see it in this light, which I'm pretty pumped about. I have always had a pretty hairy belly. I do shave this down. I get a lot of, again, I don't know if you can see it in this light, but arm hair goes up and over my shoulders. So there's that. Other than that, really, life's good. Have an amazing partner. She just left for the UK today, and I'll be leaving on Monday. I work a lot. I work in sales, and just enjoy my life here in Victoria, Canada. Hopefully, if anyone watches this video, you enjoyed my update, because like I said, it has been a long time since I decided to make one. Sorry for rambling, and if you guys have any questions, you're welcome to contact me on Instagram. My Instagram is Jaenut, Jaenut. It is a private account, but I'm more than happy to accept pretty much everyone that asks me to be my friend. So I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a good New Year's, and I'll talk to you guys hopefully not in 2 years.